afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for a brief introduction to the Baker and Taylor offerings for summer reading programs, the anchor of which is our prize and incentive promotion. We're very excited to share this information with you as you begin to make plans for next year's programming. My name is Bobby Benser, and I am the Director of Children's and Teen Services at Baker and Taylor, fondly known as CATS. I've had the pleasure of working with youth services librarians on their collection development and programming needs for the past 5 years now. And before that, spent my career working on the publishing side of Kidlit. I am extremely passionate about youth content and inspiring a love of reading in young people, and as is the rest of my team, one of which I am joined by today, Grace La Rochelle, who's going to kick off our session. Just really quickly, if you do have a question, we do have a Q&A chat, and our team member, Sarah Shepard, who is Grace's counterpart, will be answering questions in that chat while we are talking. But Grace and I will also stick around after the session to answer any lingering questions. All right, take it away, Grace. Thank you.
Thanks, Bobby. Hi, everyone. My name is Grace La Rochelle. I'm the Children's and Teens Specialist here at Baker and Taylor for the eastern half of the country. And Sarah Shepard, also on this call, is the Children's and Teen Specialist for the western half of the country. I'm an MLIS degree librarian, was in public libraries, both running children's departments and as a branch manager for 10 years before coming to Baker and Taylor. And now I get to work with all the fantastic youth librarians on the eastern half of the country. As someone who used to run summer reading programs, I really love being able to take part in this summer reading promotion and to help librarians get what they need so that your summers are successful. So we're going to dive right in to our next slide and talk a little bit about our summer reading giveaway books. So what we offer are popular and new books for all ages at a steep discount for you to use as prizes and giveaways. This is our 6th year offering this program, and we've gotten it down to a science. Why we offer these summer reading prize books? Why do we do it? As the market leader and a public library-focused company, we are committed to ensuring that libraries have an excellent and up-to-date selection of books to use in their giveaway programs. Everything from summer reading prize incentives to books for community-wide reads, book clubs, any giveaways at all. We've taken your feedback to ensure that our lists include something for every reader, titles that your patrons will clamor to add to their home library. These books are all straight from the publishers with trade bindings, so you can also feel confident that your patrons are getting quality titles as well. This program is a labor of love for all of us on the CATS team. As I mentioned, I am a former public librarian. Sarah, my counterpart, is also a former public librarian. We both worked in youth services for many years, and we absolutely love summer reading. So we want to support your summer reading program and make this part as simple as possible for you so you can easily and efficiently get books into the hands of the families in your community. And so we're going to jump into the next slide and talk a little bit about how the ordering works. So what we've done is we've worked with our publishing partners to create a comprehensive list for you to choose from. It has over 1,000 titles, and what we've done is we've broken that list down into categories so you can easily find the themes and the kinds of books that you would like to offer to your community, including graphic novels, manga, social emotional learning titles, titles that align with summer reading themes, diversity, equity, and inclusion, story time. We have award winners broken out into their own category, nonfiction titles, and we also have some bargain books this year while supplies last. And for the very first time, we have a small selection of adult titles as well. So how it works, we allow you to choose your own books that you want in any quantity and in any assortment. and you create your cart of these titles in Title Source 360. Once your cart is ready, you get in touch with either Sarah or I, and we add in your promotional discount and your special instructions to your cart. Then we can either submit it or you can go ahead and submit it from there. So the special pricing and the discounts are arranged with us. Just let us know and we'll talk to you about that. And it will be applied during your order entry and will override your normal discount. And your invoice will reflect that final cost. But Sarah and I are always happy to do the math for you and give you an estimated cost of what that cart will be. All you have to do is ask. A few other things to note with ordering: we can always hold to ship. You can order your books as early as you like. The books will go on sale in January and they will be on sale through the end of August. So you can place your order early. We can hold that to ship and you can get it a little bit closer to summer reading if you'd like. And we can also accommodate your special shipping instructions. Another thing that I like to mention is you can order as many times as you like throughout the sale from January through to the end of August for any giveaways. So of course you can use these books for summer reading, but some other ways you might use these lists to order for giveaways is for a grant opportunity. If you have a grant opportunity to get books into homes on specific themes, you can order from this list. If you want to use these books as milestone prizes for 1,000 books before kindergarten, you can use these lists. Some libraries give away a book during library cards sign-up month. You can use this list. Any way that you want to use these books to give away, you can absolutely do that. And we'd love to hear about how you're using them too. So diving into some of the titles that are on the 2024 lists, I think Bobby is going to share a little bit about that.
Thanks, Grace. It was awfully hard to narrow down just a few books to highlight from 1,000, but we tried our darndest. What we can say is that the lists are comprised of joke books, media tie-ins, must-have novels, book bait for reluctant readers, storytime picture books, giftable board books, early readers, and more. And I think it's important to note that over 80% of our lists are comprised of new titles, so books that have published and gone to market within the past 18 months. So these aren't tired old books, old titles that perhaps your patrons have already read in the past. They're books that they're going to clamor and want for their home libraries. So we can go to the next slide and I'll just highlight a few. So Unordinary, or rather, sorry, I'll start with Reina Ramos, tour guide. So this is an example of one of the early readers on our list. Reina can't wait for her cousin's visit. At first, it's not as much fun as she'd imagined. Andres is always talking to Abuela about people and places Reina doesn't know, but their friendship soon blossoms when Reina shares her city with Andres. We have Unordinary, which is a fresh first in a series manga-style title newly published this month. The Island for all your teen and adult crossover readers that love a good thriller. So this is from New York Times bestselling author Natasha Preston. This is the next from her. In the Island, a group of teen social media influencers must work together to get off an elite island with an amusement park alive. Oh boy. And then we have Mexikid, which received a starred review from Booklist. This is an unforgettable graphic memoir about a Mexican-American boy's family and their adventure-filled road trip to bring their abuelito back from Mexico to live with them. This got a really great review from Victoria Jameson, calling it one of those books that kids will pass to their friends as soon as they have finished it. Award winners like Ivelez Explains It All, The Honeys, All My Rage, Swim Team, and then also Alma and How She Got Her Name, which I forgot to put up here, so I'm sorry about that, but I think we're all familiar with that series. SLJ gave it a star review saying it's a beautifully illustrated, tender story to be shared with all children. And then we've got books that fit in with summer reading themes, as we said, like iRead's Read, Renew, Repeat. We have Would You, Could You, Plant a Tree with Dr. Seuss, so another early reader. Stranded, which is a graphic novel like picture book that tells the thrilling tale of two friends who become stranded on a volcanic island in Iceland. And also plenty of story time and bedtime books like Goodnight Tractor. And we'll head to slide 6 here. All right, for those who are unaware, I'm really happy to share the exciting news that Baker & Taylor's launched our own publishing imprint called Paw Prints Publishing. This is separate from our pre-bind program of the same moniker. Paw Prints Publishing publishes original content in trade formats aimed at building empathy, empowerment, and engagement in young people, and puts an emphasis on SEL and DEI. Our editorial roadmap is built around feedback and conversations we have with librarians like yourself and the gaps you are identifying. We're in our 3rd season now and publishing in English, Spanish, and some other world languages, and are happily including all of our titles in the Summer Reading Prize program. We are also partnering with a really wonderful nonprofit that we've partnered in the past called Loving Library. This nonprofit helps get books into family home libraries, both domestically and around the world in underserved communities. So for based on orders of our own books in this program, we're going to be making our own donation to the Loving Library, which we're really excited about. And just some titles here that I wanted to share that are going to be in the program. We have the Eco Family book. This is a rhyming title that follows 6 families throughout the day to show the things we can all do around the house to live a more environmentally conscious life. There's Look Up, Fontaine the Pigeon Starts a Revolution. Fontaine the Pigeon is fed up with the world's addiction to technology. In response, he rallies a cohort of bird friends and with their help leads an icky revolution that forces people to put down their phones, look up, and connect with nature and one another. It is hilarious. We have a early reader about Bertha Parker, an archaeologist in 1930 who made a discovery in a Nevada cave that helped us identify how long humans have been on Earth. She is an Indigenous American of Abenaki and Seneca descent. 2 other early readers that feature children from different ethnicities, G and Fudge, the 5th book in that series. And in this one, they use yoga to center themselves and calm down before the start of a school year. And then we are introduced to Lillian and Pepper in a different early reader. This is an example of the Haitian Creole English language bilingual edition. So just an example of some of the world languages we're doing with this program. And then lastly, for Cynthia, Rise of the Cupcakes. So if you like a little adventure, when their mom's birthday cupcake merges with a magical artifact and transforms into an evil mega cupcake. For Cynthia and her family must stop the baked baddie in its tracks and keep the town from falling apart in this first installment in new early graphic novel series called For Cynthia. So just rounding out a little for you on what our list looks like. Again, it's extremely comprehensive, but these are just some examples from our own program that are going to be on that list. So I'm going to turn things back over to Grace now for the next slide.
Thanks, Bobby. So no matter how many books you order throughout the summer, everyone who orders gets access to our live author event during the summer. Each summer, we host a live virtual author interview, and usually the author does a reading as well. It's on Zoom, and you can promote it at your library. You can put it on your summer reading calendar and have a watch party at the library. Some libraries do this and have popcorn, and they get to watch, your favorite author speak a little bit, answer some questions. Librarians can even put their questions in the chat so the author can answer in real time. Last year, as you can see on our slide, we had Meg Medina, hosted Meg Medina, who was the author and national ambassador for young people literature. And that was on Zoom in June last year. In years past, we've had R.L. Stein, Mary Pope Osborne, and many more. So stay tuned for our update. We will have information on that most likely by February on who we will have for summer 2024. So the best way to stay tuned on, make sure that you are told about when that is decided on and when the date will be, is to just stay in touch with Sarah or I, but you can also sign up for our monthly CATS newsletter. That's our Cats Meow newsletter, which we can put a link to that in the chat. I'll do that in a little bit when we answer questions. And on the next slide, just wanted to mention that we are also working on every year. We have it down to a science now, but every year we do more and more to make our program even more fun and enjoyable to be a part of. And this year we are going to be having some downloadables available for you. So downloadable posters that you can have printed, downloadable coloring sheets, and that will be for everybody. And we're working on some other fun add-ons and extra giveaways like temporary tattoos and finger puppets as well. So stay tuned for more information on that. And on the next slide, I just also wanted to mention this because Sarah and I, every year, we usually talk to a lot of libraries who mention that they don't have it in their budget to provide giveaway books to their community. And I just wanted to tell you that as former librarians, Sarah and I are here as your partners, and we love to help provide solutions, having been there before. So if you are looking for extra funding ideas, grant ideas, we have a lot of ideas already on. We have a list going, and we have a template that can even help you with your grant application. So get in touch with us if you have any questions on that. We are always here to help. I know that we have some questions in the chat, and I just wanted to reiterate, we will definitely come back to some of them. I know Sarah's answering some, but we'll definitely get to some more at the end if yours wasn't answered. And Bobby's going to talk a little. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's great. Yeah, and we're actually nearing the presentation now. We have a couple more slides, and then we could stick around for some Q&A. So we'll just head to the next slide then. All right, so the big part of this webinar was to make sure you did know that we did offer this prize promotion and all the other assets, but there were some other ways that Baker and Taylor is here to support your strategic missions, especially around community engagement, and especially during the big foot traffic season of summer reading, right? So we just wanted to make sure that you knew about them. So first, I just wanted to start with Boundless, which is our reimagined digital platform formerly known as Access 360. Within this app, there's a portal specifically created with young people in mind called Boundless Kids and Teen. Think Netflix, but for e-content consumption at public libraries. If you could just go to the next slide. The main goal of Boundless Kids and Teens is to promote a safe space for young people to engage with their library virtually. It's meant to also create synergy between the virtual library space and your physical library by encouraging digital users to visit their local branch once they've engaged with content online in the app. There's a virtual programming utility within Boundless Kids and Kids and Teens, Boundless Kids and Teens, and an announcements forum that you can use to administer reading challenges, book clubs, and other programs while also speaking to your community and messaging to patrons. This can complement anything you're doing in your physical space for summer reading and beyond. And this is just kind of a look at what this website and app looks like. We can continue on. Boundless Kids and Teen is so cool. So I humor me. I love showing this slide because my daughter's featured on it. She's the cute one in pigtails, chewing on that little plush doll there. So, but another reason I love to show this slide is because Checkers Library TV is one of our exclusive content providers for Boundless Kids and Teens. They're super, super cool. They're a STEAM-based video programming um, uh, production company that promotes literacy, learning, and fun via way of a cute shop vac robot named Snoozer and his best friend Checkers. There's a special call out in each episode that encourages viewers to then go visit their physical public library. So again, creating that synergy between virtual and physical. And so every subscribing library to Boundless Kids and Teens gets the benefit of these videos, but they also get a physical snoozer doll and some fun downloadables that can again create both in-person and virtual programming and have them happening simultaneously and, kind of complement and promote one another. It's super, super fun. All right, we will continue to the next slide. If everyone can just make comments in the chat of whether you're seeing the presentation okay. It looked like someone was just having an issue, and we want to make sure it's all right for everyone. Okay, wonderful. That's great. Okay, hopefully it worked out for the other viewer. Great, wonderful. Thanks, guys. So another really awesome exclusive provider of content for Boundless Kids and Teen is Jesse Bird of Jesse Be Creative, who's one of our authors for the Paw Prints publishing program. He's an award-winning writer and content creator whose nonprofit Each Story Matters aims to teach kids how to write creatively and feel empowered. And Boundless Kids and Teen and Jesse Be Creative were teaming up to create a masterclass of sorts that you can use at the library to help teach kids how to write creatively in groups, sort of like a writing workshop. And then we're going to work together to promote a writing contest where groups of kids at the library can turn in their story arc ideas, which we'll then make into a real book and work with Jesse to get produced into an animated short. It's pretty cool. So we're really trying to figure out ways that we can help create programming ideas that are turnkey that you guys can use to supplement summer reading and all year long. All right, and then Grace is going to take us home with our last slide, and then we'll be here for you to answer some more questions.
So the last offering we wanted to share with you is E-popup Library. It is just the coolest project that I wanted to share with you. From our partnership and working with Boston Public Library, as you can see on this slide, what they did was we brought a collection of ebooks that are easily accessible via QR code on their buses. So what E-popup is a QR code that's linked to a digital library that you curate yourself, and you can reach your non-card holders who are scanning the QR code. They don't need a library card. All they have to put in is an email address. They can download and read books wherever they are, and that e-pop-up is branded to your library. So the library can later say to your email address, hey, we noticed you checked out a book. If you want more, just let us know. We can get you signed up for a library card. But it's a great way to expand your reach in the community. You don't necessarily have to have it on buses. There are lots of places where you can reach non-card holders in this way. You could create a poster that is at the DMV, at your pediatrician's office, at the dentist, at the doctor's, or maybe it's a way that you partner with organizations in your community that you wanted to partner with for a long time. You might think about creating a curated digital library of books that are in world languages, and you have that QR code on a poster at a nonprofit who work with new citizens, for example. So it's a way to get new people into the library, maybe aren't using the library yet. And those are just a few ways that E-popup could work for you. There are so many endless possibilities of different ways you could use this in your community. And to bring this back to summer reading, you could easily put your E-popup in bookmobiles or at summer camps or at community pools. Who doesn't love a beach read? And even without a library card, each download counts as a circ for your library. So it's wonderful for summer as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you. We'll just go to our last slide here. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. We realize that summer just ended and we're heading into fall. So we hope you're gearing up for a lovely holiday season. But we also realize many of you are starting to plan now for next summer. So we wanted to make you aware of all these things that we can do to help you. And if you do have any questions specifically about our summer reading prize program, again, here's all of our information. We're hanging out after to answer questions. And we're really happy that we can help support your community engagement and strategic missions with this program. So thank you so much. That's the formal presentation. And now we'll just hang out and look at the Q&A and see if there's any questions. Thank you, everyone.
I think I kept seeing this question about getting an Excel sheet of everything that's on the list.
Yes, very popular question.
Yeah, we can get that to you. Just let us know. Send us an email and we can send it to you.
Yes, I said in the chat, you know, the best thing for people to do is either get with me, Sarah, for the West, or Grace for the East, and let us know kind of what your budget is or how many books you're kind of looking at, and then we can actually put in your price on the spreadsheet to make it the most useful for you.
And if you're not familiar with Title Source 360, our ordering platform, which is how we're going to end up ordering these books for you with you, we can quickly do a tutorial, or if you're not usually the person at the library who does selection and acquisitions, we can definitely, you know, show you how to use that platform easily.
Jennifer said, which is the east and which is the west? It is the Mississippi River. Yes, thank you, Caitlin. But if you're ever curious, you can email one of us and we'll point you in the right direction if you're not pressed.
Definitely. We don't get mad if you email the wrong person. No big deal. And Grace and I are friends, so no problem.
Yeah.
Did
We'll
we
help
miss
you
any
out.
other questions you think, Sarah, that came in? Or
So people asked kind of what the discount is, and I told them generally 45 to 50% off, depending on how many books you're purchasing. The more you order, the better your discount is. People wanted to know if the boxes would be mixed up by title or sorted out by title. I said, probably they're going to be kind of more mixed up, you know, kind of depends on how many copies of one title you're ordering. And we do separate them from the rest of your regular Baker and Taylor orders because we know that people don't want their summer reading prizes to be mixed in with stuff that's going on their shelves. It's confusing. So we can put in notes. That's just kind of a default thing that we put in. Don't combine it with other orders. People want to know if they're not current customers of Baker and Taylor, can they still order? Yes, definitely. Ask me or Grace.
Chelsea, I saw your comment about a complete list. We'll put up, so you're right, on Title Source 360, we broke things up into bite-sized lists by, you know, theme or category. But yeah, we'll put one complete list with everything on there for you. No problem. We'll do that too. Sorry, Sarah, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, it's okay. Somebody asked what the pub date for the books is.
So the pub dates vary. Yeah, we have a couple books that are, you know, some classics. We have Blueberries for Sal on the list. So always something that everybody loves. But we have books that on the list that haven't pubbed yet and won't pub until April. So
in the past, customers have told us the newer the better. So we try to have a mix of, again, as Grace said, classics and forever evergreen titles, but we do try to have it lean more towards the books that possibly the kids are newly maybe checking out the library and then decide they want it for their home library, or they don't, you know, it's brand new to the marketplace.
Somebody asked one order per year or year-round program. You can order from January 1st through the end of August as many times as you like. You just let Sarah or I know that you are interested in ordering again. We put in the special instructions for you, and then you can order. And Amy asked, is there a minimum quantity order? No.
And the reason
you might want more than one, but
Sorry, great. And the reason why the promotional time period is January to August, the reason why Baker and Taylor is able to extend these special pricing is because we gone to bat with all our publishing partners who are amazing and so supportive of this program, and we were able to work out special pricing with them for us so that we can then pass on a larger discount to you guys. So that's the time frame they gave us to get special terms that we could then pass along to all of you.
There were a couple questions about E-popup library that came through. People want to know about pricing. Contact me or Grace. We'll point you in the right direction. It's not like a one size fits all answer.
Yeah.
It's pretty, if I remember, and it's not my purview, but if I remember correctly, it's pretty manageable. It's not, yeah,
Yeah.
budget
And then
friendly, if I remember
it
correctly.
is.
Yeah.
And then it depends, you know, what you want in your collection. You
Right.
might
It's mostly the collection. Yeah. Right.
for. Yeah. Then you can make that whatever you want.
Oh, breaking news. Our cat teammate, Allison, has let everyone know that the complete list, not broken out, is now on TS360, where all the other lists are. So again, you go to the main TS360 landing page, then you go to Browse, Selection List, Children's and Teen, and then the header that says Summer Reading Prize Incentives. And those are the books.
I'll put that in the chat too.
Yes, you should, Joe, you should be able to share this. I don't believe it's only for those who registered, but we'll make sure that this is accessible, at least on our website. But thanks, Grace. Yes, you'll have.
Hi, Jill. Oh, hi,
Yes.
Paula.
Yes, Paula.
Yeah, if you're doing winter reading and you don't start giving away prizes until, you know, end of January, you could order from this list for winter reading, because Paula asked if they order January 1st, if we can start shipping right away. Yes.
And
as long as it's published.
Yeah, and to that point, Paula, if because the lists are up now, if there are ones you know you want right away in January, let us know. Our buying department does a really good job of every year of you know, stocking up ahead of time so that these are stocked throughout the season in good amounts. But if we know from any of you, this doesn't just go for Paula, what you're looking for, which books you're looking for, and about when you'd be looking for them, we could be proactive and make sure we get the stock in right away. You know, so you have them as soon as possible.
Oh, Cat's newsletter. Thank you, Lexi. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. First, I'll put in our link to our Cat's site. That's right there. And then let me put into the chat as well our Cat's Meow newsletter sign up as the second link. So here's the second link. What you're going to do is fill out your information, and when you scroll down under Children's and Teen Services, you'll see the Cat's Meow and Paw Prints pre-binds newsletter. That's the box you'll want to check, as well as anything else you'd like to see, digital catalogs, anything like that.
Yeah, we have quite a few really wonderful newsletters to help our librarians stay informed on a myriad of things. But so you're going to see quite a extensive list of newsletters there, but all the cat-centric ones are under cats. So
yeah. Joey said, is there a way to print the full list or have a text-only version of the list? Yeah, I think just email us and we can send you that if you don't want it in Excel. I'm sure we can convert it for you.
Hi, Stacy. So in your cart, your everyday carts, when you're selecting books for your collection, your net pricing is based off of your normal discounts with Baker and Taylor. This is separate and special. And so thank you for asking this question. You will not see what the actual price, unfortunately, this is what Sarah and Grace are for. You won't see the new net price in your cart, because Sarah and Grace have to go in and manually add a promotion code so that upon order entry, the special discount gets overridden on the cart and gets reflected on your invoice. So if you want to know exactly what you should expect cost wise, then just talk to Grace and Sarah. But it is different than what you're normally seeing as the net. It'll be a bigger discount and smaller cost, if that makes sense.
Grace, oh yeah, send it everyone. You got it.
I
Went to
realized
host
that
some
was on
panelists.
me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Zoom.
And here's our cat site too, for anybody who's interested in checking that out as well. I'll put both of those in there. My bad. Any other questions?
Someone asked, I think, about the other assets, like the downloadables and the temporary tattoos and everything like that. We're still designing what those will look like, but we know we're working on them. So we'll probably again put updates in the Cat's Meow, or again, Grace and Sarah are your gals to reach out to you with updates. But by January 1, we'll have all that information wrapped up.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice, Dawn.
Oh, thanks, Dawn.
That's awesome. Thanks, Dawn.
I think we got all the questions. I don't think we missed any, but we're here.
We'll go back and look, and we'll make sure we reach out to you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.